All right, man. So our boys are going to try to make it 2 in a row this Sunday in New York against the Jets. We're gonna have some fun tonight. Let's go. And what's going on, everybody? Welcome into episode 145 of Out of Your Falcon Mind, Atlanta Falcons fan cast. My name is John, your host, as always, joined by my boy, Mr. Mike Cottrell, here in the Clutch Studios on Variety Sports Network. Mike, buddy, how you doing?
I'm juiced up, man. We number one. And I'm trying to, you know how you carve your name in the wet cement? That's what I'm trying to do.
It's always good when you almost hit the outro video first to start the show, which I just did.
Yeah.
But
Dog, I was wondering if that was the
I was like,
remix.
hey, show's over. Yeah, no. Yeah, man. No, it's yeah. So it's and I gotta correct myself. Thank you, Jeff. Yes, New Jersey. Yes. Against the New York Jets in New Jersey.
Yeah.
But yeah. But anyway, man, how's your week been, dude? It's been a busy one for me, man. How about you?
Yeah, it's been a busy week, but it's been an efficient week because I've been organized.
No, that's
So
good.
when you organize, the week go way smoother than when you not.
Way better, man. Way better. Like I said, man, are y'all joining us here on Variety Sports Network, man? Make sure y'all check out Variety Sports. Drop them a sub for all the great stuff they got going on right now, which tons of football, tons of basketball. They're killing it. So make sure you go check them out. Welcome in, man. Any new viewers, any new listeners? We appreciate you for joining us, man. Especially the viewers. I know I dropped the all 22 about 1 o'clock in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was like around there. And
John drop his videos like rap albums. He drop them at like when everybody's sleep.
Dude, I worked on that things forever, dude. And if I finally, I mean, it took forever, but I got it out there, and like as of a few minutes ago, man, it was like at 700 views, and we've gained about 15
Yes,
subscribers
sir.
today.
I told Johnny
So,
it will be a hit, man. It's so awesome to see that. That is, dog. I'm gonna be honest. The reason why I love it is I think all 22s are horrifically boring. I don't care who does it. So I feel like Johnny Yates made it cool. So I love watching like with the sound effects and everything. It's more entertaining. You break it down
yeah.
in regular terms so regular people can understand it. If y'all haven't seen it, please go see all 22. It's dope.
Yeah, and I really appreciate like all the comments and the likes and whatever. I mean, I that means a lot because, like I said, I put a lot of time into it, and the other, I just got to make it fun, man. Like like no, I mean the sound effects and the different stickers and stuff like that. I mean, it wouldn't be us if I just sat there and did a straight ass boring like click for click. I mean, that's just not what we do.
That was
So,
awesome.
but I have a good time doing it. It's cool. You get a little bit of insight into what the offense looks like. I mean, I haven't done, like I said, I added about 5 defensive plays on there if you haven't seen it yet. Just, of course, Jesse's couple of his turnovers and whatnot. And I'll eventually do a defense. It's just the offense has been such the focal point for the last, hell, pretty much the whole season. I mean, it's just the issues that we've had. So, obviously being Dez's first game back. So I wanted to see what that looked like. And it was, I mean, we'll get into it in a little bit, but like I said, I just want to say thank you to everybody who's checked it out. And all that, like I said, if you're new to Alive, man, welcome in. We do this show twice a week. We do a preview show. We do a recap show. If there's any breaking news, we might even do like a, pop-up show during the week, depending on when that happens. So, we just appreciate y'all coming in. Drop us a like, drop us a sub if you haven't already, man. Much appreciated. Mike, we got our podcast ratings or our podcast growth numbers, I guess you could say, for 2023, right? They do, the Spotify does the whole wrap. So we use Anchor, which is anchor.com. With Spotify for podcasters, I guess, bought Anchor, right? So that's who we've been using since we started this thing. And we started doing a lot of YouTube, obviously, and focusing on YouTube, about a year ago. And it's been growing like crazy, obviously. And, thanks to everyone for that. But, we still put it out on our podcast platforms. And I thought it'd probably take a dip, and with the show being more kind of YouTube centric. But man, dude, I could not have been more wrong. So just I mean, so if y'all are listening, and if you still listen to us on whatever podcast platform, Thank y'all so damn much, man, because 204% increase in listeners, 285% increase in followers, and 519% increase in the total number of streams, which is I put on Twitter, man, blew my fucking mind because I was not I was expecting some growth. I wasn't expecting that type of growth. So just man, just awesome to see, man.
Man, ask John. That those numbers are so unreal. I asked John like several qualifying questions. I'm like, but hold on, that's single units or percentage? And he like percentage, and I'm thinking like what? And then I said, but what is that from? Like from last year to this year? I had to get clarity on it because it didn't make sense. And that is unreal. I gotta say, like we said all the time,
Yeah.
y'all, but that is those numbers are a bit unreal. So I gotta, yeah. And then Johnny Yates, listen, Johnny Yates posted to Instagram. I watched it like 60 times. I don't know what it did to me. He put put on for my city the
Oh,
Jeezy
yeah.
with the graphic, and it was so inspiring. I watched it 60 times. I was gonna do a thing on TikTok, and then I was like, I should just take this and post this exactly how it is. It was that good. But man, those numbers don't even seem like that's real. So Jesus, thank you. That is wow.
Yeah, it is. It is. So yeah, I can't say it enough, man. Thank you guys. And so that being said, if you're listening to us on any of those platforms, make sure to drop us a 5-star review. That just keeps us growing more. So whether it's Spotify, iTunes, and if you drop on iTunes 5-star and you write something nice to us, I'll read it out on the show for sure. And of course, we have merch and dice and at bonfire.com/store/ out of your Falcon mind with dashes in between each one of those words. You can find like the hoodie I'm wearing here. Shirts, whatever you want. It's all there on the store. So we appreciate the support that way. Before we did get an email to the show. And before we do that, man, let's hop into chat. Say what's up.
Bubba Gum.
Bubba Gum. What up, dude? Good to see you, man. Hopeful. What's up? He said, happy week 13. Dude, isn't it 6 games left, dude?
Dog, like, that's why I told y'all. How many times did I remind you during the season to enjoy it? It go past you. I'm gonna tell you what it's like. It's just like a cranberry bliss bar at Starbucks. Oh, you gotta savor it. It's only like 4 good bites.
Yep, had one today. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's just the season goes by so fast, dude.
Should say if they can get 5 in a row after being humiliated by the Dolphins, we can surely bust out 7, 8 in a row. Yeah, we can. Am I the only one that sees live in 60 seconds and always thanks to Nicolas Cage? Why Nicolas Cage? I don't know.
Gone in 60 seconds.
Oh,
yeah.
Liam, what up, buddy?
Liam, what's up, bud? He's out doing a walk right now, freezing his ass off, probably with him and Amanda.
What's up, Liam?
Yeah, Jeff, what's up, man? All right, so
yeah.
Jamal, what's going on, dude? Good to see you, buddy. Kenny, yo.
Kenny, what up? Oh, we gonna get this W.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Bubba said 2 in a row.
2 in a row. Right, yeah, you right. I'm telling you. It's like an avalanche. It starts slow. You hear that rumbling? Get out the way. I'm telling you. Or get ran over. We coming. Terry said, what it do, Bird Gang? Double H said, so maybe Bryce Young should get a podcast. Yeah. He can get a growth spurt. I feel sorry for him. He gonna get it. Oh my God. That's my man. MW, what up?
Good to see you, brother. Yeah, man, it is flown the hell
by, dude. You gotta enjoy
Happens every year, dude. Happens every year. Yeah. It's crazy. All right, so let's get to the email that we got, man. If I can find it. I just had it. There it is. It's from Jay. The subject is We Dat.
Okay. And this some shit talking. I already know this is gonna be good.
He didn't talk too much shit. He just that was just he sent it after the win, so he was happy about it. Well, no, he didn't send after it. Well, when did he send this shit? This was earlier today. So either way, he's still happy that we beat the Saints. So it's all good. And by the way, yeah, you guys can email us if you want to, atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. You can email us anything about the show, personal stuff. Well, not too personal, but anything some sort of personal. And anything Falcons related, of course. He said, guys, I'm so glad we beat the Aints on Sunday. It really changes the entire energy around the season. If we would have lost, our season would have been essentially done, but instead we are in first with good matchups ahead of us. I wanted to send you guys a few questions. John, how are you feeling about the SEC championship game? Do you think Bama has a good chance for the upset? Mike, I thought you followed college last year. Did you not pick the right team for it to stick? I thought it was. Wasn't it Maryland? That's what he said. It was Maryland, right? Maryland and
Yeah, yeah.
can't remember what the other team was.
And damn, even I forgot. I know it was in Chicago. No, it was North Illinois
There you go.
with Bo
Um,
Tucker.
John, the all 22 was great again. Really appreciate you taking the time to do those. With the progress Des has shown, do you think he can keep it up and just cut down on the turnovers? And for both of you, in your gut, what do you think we'll be doing at the QB position next year? I really hope it's Des. I really hope Des can earn it, but I'm not sold quite yet. Are you more concerned with Arthur, or are you more concerned with Arthur being the coach? Look forward to watching and listening to you guys each week. Like Mike said, I believe, like Mike said, I believe, like peanut butter and jelly. And let's go beat the Jets. Jay, appreciate that,
Let's
man.
go beat the Jets. Thank you, buddy.
So let me start. Let's see. His first question was, how am I feeling about Bama and Georgia? I think Bama has a chance to beat Georgia. I don't think they will, though. I mean, I think they, like I said, I'd like to see it happen. Obviously, being a Bama fan, but man, I'm not one of those Bama fans that like hates Georgia and doesn't like the fans and talks a bunch of shit. Like, I respect the hell out of Kirby Smart, and like they've won 29 games in a row now. So I mean, like, to me, I mean, you have to beat them before you can. It's just like Bama. And they became the new Bama of this SEC over the last 3 to 4 years. So Bama had a good season. They've grown a lot. Their offensive line's grown a lot. Jalen Milroe's grown up a lot. Defense has grown up a lot. I still think Georgia's deeper overall. I think it should be a good game, though. I mean, I definitely think it can go either way. I think turnovers will probably tell how that game will go. I think there's probably more pressure on Georgia. I think Alabama's probably got a better chance next year with the guys they'll have coming back. But yeah, I think it's going to be a hell of a game, man. Saturday, 4:00, I believe. Mike, you got to watch that one. If you're around, you got to watch that one. You got to watch that one. Yeah, it's going to be two heavyweights going at it. And Mike, yeah, what did Maryland not stick for you?
So what happened was I had full intent to watch both of those teams. I really did enjoy the University of Maryland because it has Tua's brother. And he's very exciting. He played like Tua, almost just like him. Very exciting.
Yep,
and
just
I
right.
enjoy him at North Illinois because that's just my squad. Like they rumble every week and lose. Oh, they lose every week, but man, they rumble, and I love those guys. But Saturdays is the day now that I'm very busy during the week, so Saturdays is the day now that I have to think of content to create for you all, and that's when the day I make all of this shit. So that my whole day is that. So that is the one day that I dedicate to the podcast. So I don't interrupt that with nothing because it would be hours. So I had to pick, and I chose the podcast because
Well,
I'm out of my pocket mind.
we're all better
So
for it.
that's where I spend Saturday. Yeah.
It's all good.
So that's where I spend Saturdays. I brainstorm. I do collaborations with people. Like it's a lot of things I didn't even put out yet, but I brainstorm. I do a lot of the videos. I do a lot of just all podcast stuff on Saturday, and I didn't want to interrupt that.
There you go. And for both of us, he said, I'm sorry, no, he said, with the progress that has shown, do you think he can keep it up and cut down turnovers? Yes, that's the $1 million question, right? Can he cut down the turnovers? And so far, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you just don't know. I mean, like, yeah, the good stuff from the 22 that we watched. Yeah, I mean, he's making some throws, making some damn good throws. I mean, he's making some good decisions. He's also making, still making some questionable decisions, and so it's just too hard to tell, man. I would love to see it happen. We have to see it happen, and we're gonna talk about the Jets, obviously, but man, that's a team that likes to take the ball away. They got a stout line. They got two damn really good linebackers. Of course, they got Sauce Gardner out there on the corner. So yeah, it's gonna be a tough one for him. But we will see, man. And then he said, "What in your gut, Mike? What do you think we'll be doing in QB position next year?" So vet, Dez, rookie.
I think we get a rookie and still start Desmond Ritter to the chagrin of everybody. And I think Arthur Smith stays to. I think it's gonna piss everybody off. Arthur Smith will stay because I think they don't want to start all the way over. Like just give him one more. Like we don't want to start all the way over.
Yeah,
So just give him one more, and then Desmond is gonna stay because he ain't gonna do too bad to finish the season. He gonna keep playing similar, and they're gonna feel like the rookie can't come in. So we give Desmond like another like 8 games to prove, and two, if he shit the bed, the rookie come in, but the rookie is supposed to sit and come in year two. Like I'm like Desmond is never supposed to be the guy just for one more year, kind of like Mariota was. But that's what I
gotcha.
think gonna happen to everybody's chagrin.
Uh, I'm my gut is jacked up, man. I don't know. It's so much to kind of rides on these 6 games, doesn't it? I mean,
Hmm.
it's like if he does well enough, then he'll probably get the opportunity. Um, if he doesn't, then if it, let's put it this way: if Dez doesn't do enough to keep the job, um, I think he'll probably go get a veteran or try to get a veteran.
Hmm.
I don't know that he wants a rookie to come in and like we're on the same page when it comes to
Hmm.
that. I don't think he unless for somehow it's one of the top 2 guys. I don't know that he wants a rookie come in starting from the
Man, I was
first
just
game next
about to
year.
ask you, like, are there guys that's coming out that you feel like could come right in, or is that not a
Yeah, yeah, but I don't. They're not. I mean, the top 2 for the most part have been Caleb Williams and Drake May, and both of
okay?
those guys and I hate even because you know how quarterbacks are. We don't
Yeah,
it could be Zach Wilson, and all of a sudden you go to
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you would think just seeing at their body of work that there'd be 2 guys that could step into an NFL team and probably start.
Hmm.
And the guy that everybody's been wanting for us to draft, Jaden Daniels at LSU, possibly there as well. Um, I don't know, man. It's just I just if depending how the season goes, and Art having to definitely having if he's got the job, he's going to have to win next year. You
Hmm.
know what I mean? So I could see a vet making more sense for that aspect, but like I said, just so much rides on this 6 games, man. It really does.
Hmm.
So we'll just have to wait and see. It's kind of not a cop out answer, but it's just
Yeah,
that's just what this season's kind of given us. I mean, and I said, are we more concerned with Art being the coach? Uh,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
I am.
mean,
I am
go
because
ahead, man.
I
You
don't
go ahead.
think he hasn't proven to me he could use anybody back there. So when people say a vet, I almost don't want to use a vet because then he's limited in mobility, and I feel like he couldn't really use Matt Ryan that good. Like, so I almost want to use like a real young dude so he can run. But then I feel like he don't really use Desmond Ritter and he can run. So I don't feel like I don't know
Yeah.
what I don't think he would be. He hasn't proven to me he could use like a style of quarterback to where I would be hyped for if we get that style, he gonna he gonna really put it together. I don't know what
Yeah.
style that would be.
Yeah. Uh, I'm mostly out. Or I shouldn't say out. I mean, the question was, are we more concerned with, uh, like I said, me doing these 22s, you can see how Art's offense works and how it can work. And sometimes
Hmm.
how it should work. It's just a matter of stuff not getting executed correctly. And then there's plays where he calls and you have no idea why, and
Hmm.
so that's why I said last week with our earlier in the week with Alberto. To me, they're the same. They're good, and then they piss you off, and they're good, then they piss you off. It's like there's no happy medium in there. So I don't know. That's a tough one too. But anyway, Jay, we appreciate the email, man.
Thank
Very
you,
much
Jay.
so. John, what's going on, man?
John, what up?
Yo, Steven, what's
Yeah,
going
my
on,
man
buddy?
Steve, 6-0 run. That's what I'm talking about. We still going 11-6. Also, been enjoying.
Appreciate
I'm
it, buddy.
telling you, Johnny. Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy. What up, Jay
Jay
Black?
Black, what up? Ritter was supposed to sit for 2 years before having his chance, but yeah, Mariota sucked.
Sure did.
Look, Desmond did beat the Saints. I did say that. As much as I give him, he did beat the Saints. It might not have been pretty, but a win against the Saints should count for something. And that should mean to everybody. I don't
It
care if you
does.
like him or not. He beat the Saints. Steve said, if we make the playoffs, I really doubt the Falcons move on. Dead's right or wrong. I still
Yeah.
think he can take the next step. and be outright good. But based off right now, I'm saying grabbing a 2-day QB is the move. And that's Steve. Like
See,
nobody came
yeah.
in, like no one came in howling Desmond like Steve did. No
Yeah, and
one.
I mean that's kind of going with what you said too, and I could definitely see that if and that's the scenario where Desmond does well enough, and we do
Hmm.
make the playoffs. I agree with that. I
Hmm.
don't think you're going to move off of Des. I think
Yeah.
you may draft a day two quarterback to come in and sit behind Des and see what he's got. That
And
could
I'm
be a
gonna tell you,
possibility.
I
But
think you have to because it's too like you know what I'm saying. I think you have to.
yeah, right, right.
Yeah, because he's too prone to switch on you. MW said, I agree, Mike. I don't even know what an Arthur Smith style QB looks like at this point. Yeah, it's nobody I could say. Oh, if he got him, he could really put the whole offense to use. It's like dog, he don't
Yeah,
know how to use nothing.
I don't know. All right, so to wrap up, kind of the all 22 thoughts on the
Hey,
Saints. I know. Go ahead.
John, 1 second. I
Yep.
really do encourage y'all if you haven't seen the all 22. Uh, it is so good. It's already like one of our most viewed
Yeah,
videos. Like
yeah, it's
it
crazy.
is
Yeah.
really that good. So I really encourage y'all to go see it. It really give you a different view of football, and it's entertaining. And it really did give you a different view of the Saints and Falcons game. Some stuff you really need to see to make an educated opinion, because you could just make an opinion like I do, or you can make an educated one and spend a few minutes on YouTube. But I'm telling you, if y'all haven't seen it yet, go see it. It's worth the watch.
Well, I mean, it's the benefit is, if you just watch it on TV like we all do, or if
Hmm.
you or if you're a fan that's kind of halfway in, halfway out, and you're kind of like watching it off and on. You see an
Hmm.
interception, you hear about some dumb shit, you're like, oh well, that sucks. Like that's just going to be
Yeah.
your first thought. Well, that sucks. But if you go watch the tape, and you can see some actual like really good stuff on there, that's
Hmm.
that's the best thing you can do. So I mean, it kind of gives you like you said, it gives you a different perspective, but it also kind of lets you see kind of like what what his train of thought is sometimes, or
Hmm.
maybe you trying to figure out what his train of thought is, and see where there's opportunities missed, where good throws are made. It's cool. It's I've had fun doing it. Mando, what's going on? Good to see you.
Man, what's up?
Tyreek said, give Arthur about 4 to 5 games next season. No Ritter heading into next draft a rookie, dual threat, and get a veteran QB like Gardner Minshew. Yeah, it's all possibility,
That's
dude.
what
Like I
I'm.
said, it's all a possibility. I mean, Jamal said, John, I just got done watching. Do you watch the QB school Desmond breakdown? He made a lot of same points. I know. That's what made me feel like halfway validated. I'm like, you know
That's
what?
what I'm telling you, man.
This guy
Trying to
played a
get
NFL quarterback, and we kind of have some similar thoughts. The difference in what Jamal's talking about, if y'all don't know, QB School on YouTube's great channel. JT O'Sullivan breaks down quarterbacks all over the league, and he said that there was a lot of demand to see Desmond, and I think that's partly why our video is doing so well, is because I think everybody wanted to see, okay, coming out of this bye week, what did he look like? Did he progress?
Mhm.
Did things look better? And he was probably a little harsher on a few plays than I was. Um, so like I that's totally from him playing the position and me not. Like him saying like, hey,
Mhm.
I would have taken this shot here. Where as a fan, I'm saying like, I don't know, man. Knowing Dez's
Mhm.
possibility of throwing a bad ball here. I'm okay with him checking it down here, that type of thing. But
Mhm.
overall, we kind of had similar thoughts. So I mean, we will we'll see how he thinks on the next time that he decides to break one down, if
Mhm.
we're on the same page or not. But like I said, that did make me feel good that we said some of the similar things.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, Amanda was my wife. So see, and she just texted me. She's like, "That's me, genius." Well, I didn't know that because it says Amanda and it's with an M. I didn't know. I'm looking at, like, if it was Amanda, then I would think.
Man, what's up,
But DJ, what's up, buddy?
DJ?
Good to see you, man. Um,
D said, I loved all 22, man. I legit think the Falcons have a lot of very educated people in our spaces between Aaron, y'all, J.R. Damsky. List goes on and on. Yeah, that's.
Very true, man. Very true. Aaron does a great job with it, man. Jared, of course, Dansby
Mm-hmm.
does. We talk about it. We text about it. DJ said, "Would y'all want us to look into getting Jaden Daniels in the draft?" It depends, man. Yeah, I mean, I love Jaden. Depends on where we pick, how he moves up or down the draft. Right now, he's probably looking at middle of the first, I'm guessing. But
Mm-hmm.
that could go, you know how that goes, man. Like if he goes and shows out the combine, man, he could just shoot up the boards and he could be somebody's darling, or he could, you never know. I mean, you just never know. It's tough. But I do like him. I mean, he's definitely one of those guys that but again, he's one of those ones I don't know you're gonna ask him to step in and start next year. You know,
Mm-hmm.
if Dez is just craps the bed and he has to, I don't know he's going to start a rookie next year. You know, I don't know. That might be a tough one for him. But anyway, on the all 22, like I said, and watching what JT said, he said similar stuff. So like on that the interception right in the end zone right there with
Mm-hmm.
Honey, he talked about the spacing being jacked up too. So it's not just me, it's not just Damsky, it's not just everybody. Like it's the spacing was completely just messed up there. You know, so number one, you can't throw the ball, but like overall, like that needs to be either fixed or don't call the play in that position, like when we're
Mm-hmm.
on the field, you know. And then the other option, or there's another play where he kind of criticized the offense for not having a hot option because they were bringing 7 guys, and Kyle was on the left side about to, he's lined up basically next to Honey Badger, who was coming free, and
Mm-hmm.
there was no hot options. So it's like if you don't recognize, I mean, like literally, Honey Badger's on the line, so Kyle's got to look and be like, oh, he's probably coming, and there's nobody to block him.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't do. He just runs his route.
Dog,
You know, so
they
it's like,
done
do you?
that so many times. I've seen them do that. Like it's clear that you're gonna have to hurry up and turn around. Like
Yes,
Bijan kept doing that. Like turn around, dog. You can see he gonna
yeah.
be in distress.
Yeah, like there's got to be a higher IQ there where you
Mm-hmm.
see this blitz has got to happen and you've got to have a hot option to get rid of it. Now later on in the game, they did have an option when they hit Drake. You know, so they brought 7 again, little
Mm-hmm.
flat. He hit Drake in the flat, Drake took off for 19 yards. So like that was good. So there's we've said all year long whether Art has a job or not, like he has to, or it will be to his benefit to go grab a passing game coordinator to help him
Mm-hmm.
out. And that's what Dave said, Falcoholic, when he was on with us too. There's more likelihood of that happening than Art going anywhere, which I just think that would be a huge help, man, because some of the spacing, it just makes 0 sense. I mean, there's another one JT talked about in there too, where Kyle and uh, it was a completion, but it was a completion to Drake, but Kyle and Drake were 5 yards apart, almost running the
Mm-hmm.
same area. It's like,
Mm-hmm.
dude, like I don't, like that's the kind of stuff. And it's like this point in the season, you're not just going to change everything. You just can't do that. But I mean, some of those calls I will just, I'll just trash.
Dog,
But
and the reason why I always put it on him more than anybody else, most of the goof plays that we've had, they come from like it look like y'all don't know the play. Like they aren't clear on the play. Like somebody run the wrong route or they run into each other or they in the same area. And like
mm,
that's coaching. If they dropping the passes, that's another thing. Or like John, like if y'all see all 22, if the quarterback just not seeing somebody, that's another thing. That can't be on the coach. But
mhm.
dog, when they running into each other and all this, dog, like John brought up a good point before the bye week, like dog, why the players need to kind of throw out their bad habits and all that. You need to throw out some of your plays. Just be real with yourself. The same way you getting on some of the players, you need to get on yourself and say, like, man, these 4 don't work. And
Yep.
really throw them in the trash. Like really put them in the shredder. Like and
You
don't use
got
those again. It's like he trying to prove it to himself he can use the plays.
you got all the analytics that you could imagine at your fingertips.
Yeah.
And I'm sure somebody can tell you like, hey man, this play has worked 2% of the time this year.
Yeah.
Like, so
0.8. Don't do
let's
it.
yeah, so let's shit on that one and let's just call it. Let's not do that one anymore. Instead of just trying to keep running the same thing. But
Hmm.
like I said, and somebody asked me how if Art looked different, his play calling looked different. It didn't really. I mean, it was.
Hmm.
I mean, like I said, still in that the 4th and 2, everybody went crazy about, which where McGarry shifted to the left side and we ran a zone
Hmm.
read. I you look at it from the end zone shot, you can see how this can work, right? I mean, like if the blocks are executed, it probably would have worked. I mean,
Hmm.
Keith Smith didn't block his guy worth a damn.
Nothing.
The Lindstrom didn't. He got to the second level, but it was like he was a little bit late getting to Werner, Pete Werner, who came in on the tackle as well. So both. I mean, if you're missing blocks, the play's dead anyway. I mean, like I wouldn't have called it to begin with, but I mean, like the concept itself could have worked. So again, it just
Mm-hmm.
comes down to execution, like it's done. So I mean, I think Art's probably gotten a little bit too much of the blame throughout the year for his play calling because if the guys have executed some of the ones that are there, like just the simple
Mm-hmm.
ones that are there, this occasional one or two that are like, what the hell, doesn't get
And it
blown up
wouldn't
that
look as
much.
bad. Yeah.
So it's and trust me, like they both have their issues, but like that's just you got to see growth from both of them, not just the QB, and not just the coach.
MW said John definitely does a great job breaking down the plays, even for privy to football concepts and whatnot like me. That's
Thank you, buddy.
that's why I wanted John to do it, because I felt like, yeah, for that very reason, that you can get somebody, like you could take a detailed concept and break it down to where the average Joe could understand it.
Yeah, I mean,
And
I
so you did an
didn't.
excellent job, buddy.
Thanks, buddy. I mean, like, I'm not a coach. I mean, so
Mhm.
me and Damsky were texting earlier actually, and I was like, yeah, look, dude, I'll get some of this stuff wrong because
Mhm.
which is I'm fine with. I mean, but like I'm just going off what I'm seeing, what I think I'm seeing, because clearly we're not in the room. We don't know what's going on. Miss B, what's going on?
Miss B, what up?
Good to see you. Thanks for joining us.
Smitty,
Smitty,
what up?
what's cracking, buddy?
Dan Man Sarah. I may stand alone on this, but I
You do not
support the
stand alone,
calling
buddy.
penalty D. Helms got after the hit. Saints always disrespect us every season, so we should return the favor. I support any taunting against the Saints. I'll be, as long as it don't cost us the game, so I'm fine with it.
Right. Yeah, you're not gonna. I mean, these are two dudes that talk about myself and you that we grew up in a different era of football. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
like, yeah, no, if this, especially in a rivalry, but like this just it sets a tone, man. Like
Mm-hmm.
the entire defense, like just one or two plays like that can set a tone, and that's I'll take that all day long. I wouldn't even be mad at him as a coach. I'd be like, all right, now you've done
And
it, but like
because
chill, but like
and because we don't have a William Moore or Keanu Neal, we need that once again.
yeah,
We need
yeah,
that
why
once
not?
again.
Especially against the Saints, though. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hey,
He said
appreciate that,
also
dude.
shout out to thank you, man. We appreciate you, dog.
Appreciate that.
Steve said Arthur's been mostly fine as a play caller recently.
Yeah.
Even the fourth and second play that got held up, it was an execution issue, not the call.
Yep. I agree, man.
He said Arthur got to keep it fundamental. No, he seemed like a old school Chicago Bears coach that if he kept it simple, he would be dominant.
I
That's what
mean,
I think of when I think of Arthur Smith, like an old school Chicago. Like he got the old mustache. He dressed
yeah.
in the old fashioned. It's the old school style running while everybody else want to throw. He want the big men, man. Even at wide receiver, he don't really never take the top off. That's old school. Like it don't matter if it rain in the mud, like
Mhm.
football. So when I think of that, it's just simple. Then it's just X's and O's. It's simple, and I feel like if he did that, he would be one of the most dominant coaches in the NFL. But I think I can't explain. I don't even want to pretend like I understand Arthur
I
Smith.
think I think he's had a tough time like meshing what he wants to do and what his quarterbacks have been capable of doing, if that makes sense.
I
Like,
got you.
you know what I mean? Like, I think
But you don't think Desmond is capable of doing those simple
I,
things that he
I
need?
no, for sure. I'm not talking about like, some of these concepts that, you know, I mean, like some of the we've talked about it before. Some of the concepts, the route concepts that just take so forever to develop, like
Yeah.
some of that stuff, like you have to realize number one, like how much time are you going to have? The offensive
Mm-hmm.
line hasn't been great at pass blocking all year
Mm-hmm.
long, so like some of those things have to come in your head. But just I think he's kind of filled out like what his quarterbacks are really good at, and like you can see
Mm-hmm.
in that 22, like some of the curls, some of the outs, the digs, some of it's like Des can really throw those really
Mm-hmm.
well, so like call more of them because that's a pretty simple, typical
Mm-hmm.
NFL style play. Like if your guy wins his matchup, throw him the ball, and just put it on the
Mm-hmm.
money, and he did that a lot during the game. So, and like that play at the end zone that got like there's no need to, like I said, this you're
Mhm.
already in a tight field. You know what I mean? Like you don't need
Mhm.
spacing to be so jacked up right there. And like I talked about in the video, it looked like Van Jefferson had like a bit of a, I don't know if it was a delayed release or a little hitch when he released, and then he like tried to do a move like halfway across. I'm like, dude, just go. Like, what are you
Mhm.
doing? Like, you need to clear this entire area out so Bijan can get his. He's running a little angle underneath. He didn't have that opportunity because
Mhm.
he's still hanging out in the middle of the field. So like that's why he kind of
Like
slowed up his route. And then that's so Dez is thinking this is where he's going to be, but Bijan was like, I can't get there because fucking Jefferson
that's
and his
why
guys are there.
I
So
be saying I would love to see a practice because all these seem like bloopers and follies that will get ironed out of practice. Like y'all not even running the proper routes, and so that's why I be like, what is practice like? Because that's every game. Like it's
yeah,
not really they dropping passes or they fumbling or they. It's like they doing bloopers and follies, and I'm like, that's a coaching issue. He got to get it together, man. I'm gonna tell you when I thought the Falcons had an identity for the first time kind of since where it was Dion and then I feel like it was Matt Ryan, the passing game. And then I felt like I love that old school because that football I was just talking about. Because even if it rained and it's muddy, dog, you could still play football like that. If you just
yep.
running like that. Oh, so you could, oh man, you could really just still get dirty and still play. And I thought that was him. So I don't know what he's doing, man. It's just quite frustrating. And I would think when you have passing weapons, that would be easier, but maybe that's distracting. I don't know.
I mean, I think he's just he spent the entire off season talking about balance and trying to be more balanced. I think he's just been really trying to achieve that come hell or high water. And
Yeah, I hate the
may,
balance. And I thought
maybe
I
you're
would love the balance.
I mean, maybe it's just not there yet. Maybe you need to
Yeah.
be a little bit still a little bit rely a bit more heavily on the run and see how that goes. But anyway, the man said, yeah, heard OC, yeah, Vergon was in the press box this last game, so yeah, maybe that did make a difference. You got a better view of the field, and
But uh listen, I was saying that I I was so excited because that's the main knock that when I would get in like real like arguments over the Falcons, people would call us soft.
mhm,
I would get real mad and I would get real up and like, what you mean? And for the first year, I was like, nah, they can't. Nah, nobody's saying that because like that was the identity. So the fact that I don't know if y'all noticed, but so when we played the Saints and CP and it was making all that contact, that's when I get most excited.
hell
When
yeah,
I'm like, man, did y'all see? Because I'm like, yeah, that seemed like an identity. Like, young, oh, when you play the Falcons, you better be ready to tackle. And by the third quarter, you're gonna be like, dog, please throw the ball.
mhm,
Please throw the ball. And I just don't I hope we get back to that. And it seemed like we are. So to give him credit, man, out of the bye week, it seemed like he is.
for sure. Somebody said, I
What he
agree. If we
said,
made
if
the
we
playoffs, yeah,
I agree, if we make the playoffs, our run game will kill people. Yeah, when it's cold, I'm telling you, Jamal
mhm,
need to do a better job of coaching to his QB strengths for sure.
yep.
He's too stubborn about his game plan. Yeah. Curry, what up? What up,
Hello,
John and
Gary.
Mike and Falcons fam in the chat? It's Curry. I'm late. Got a new phone last night and can't remember
All
my
good.
YouTube login for my normal account. I just made it. Well, thank you, Curry, for making the account to watch your boys.
That's
Get
right.
that fixed. MW wide receivers messing up routes because their wide receiver coach is a former QB. Yeah, dog. Like go get
Yeah,
all that fixed. Go get your help, dog. Like they here to help. It shouldn't be no like thing with your ego. Let's
I
go.
know.
We can win something. Steve said on the defensive side of the all 22, I thought Richie had a bounce back day. He did
You did.
after arguably the worst game of his career. I
Yeah,
hate seeing guys get piled on. Happy for him. The third safety sets were fun to see. Yeah, the three safety sets were fun to see. Yeah,
yeah. I mean,
but
they asked Art about Demarco getting more playing time. He was like, he just makes plays, man. Like he's like
mhm,
so he's earned it. He made plays in the preseason, and and Jerry Gray even talked about it kind of in his press conference. He said, in training camp, you don't really do a whole lot of game planning. So you put guys out there and you just want to see what they got. You want to see what kind
mhm,
of IQ they got, how they react to certain plays. Are they going to stay on script? Are they going to jump off script, do their own thing? And then when you when you see that, you're like, okay, now with an actual game plan with instruction, like what can this guy be? So it was pretty high praise for him. And he did better in coverage than I thought. Like because if y'all have heard me talk
Mhm.
on the show, I've been a little bit hesitant on Helms because I saw him all. I was a big fan of him in Alabama, but not for his pass coverage. I was a fan of it
Mhm.
because he come up and smack you in the mouth. And he was great in the run game, and just overall as a hitter and a leader, but not necessarily in coverage. But he's improved, man. So I mean, hell, I'm all about it, man.
Currency, I'm still on the high from the win against Saints, man. I'm telling you, that's a good feeling. Steve, what up?
Hey, what's up, buddy? Good to have you in
Beat
here,
the
man. Millie
Saints.
Mills,
Millie
what's happening?
Mills, what up? Jamal said, question, John and Mike, how do y'all feel about AK right now? Wasn't he a second round pick? Is he living up to it? I can't even really judge that. I don't think he had proper opportunity to live up to it. I think that's why everybody got so excited when you saw that the other day. I
Yeah, man.
think the state of Georgia got up and just clapped. I think everybody was proud. It was like a proud moment for the state of Georgia. So I think he can make more of those, but I think you got to give him he hasn't been given the opportunity.
Yeah, I kind of agree with that too. It's he was drafted. We actually moved up to get him.
Mm-hmm.
And it was a different defense, obviously. Um, but he was so close last year to so many different times
So many
for
times.
sacks. So we were all thinking like, oh shit, he's gonna break out this year, especially with the added guys. But you look at Nielsen's defense, and it's like, well, I mean, he loves those big ends, like Calais
Mm-hmm.
and Lorenzo, Bud Dupree, like those guys that can really, really set the edge in the run game, which is important as hell. Let's not pretend it's not, because it is, especially in this league. But like he he's never going to get, I don't think, as many snaps as those guys, which sucks because
Mm-hmm.
I think he could be an effective pass rusher. I really do. Um, I mean, 4.5 sacks. I think he leads the team. 4.5 sacks. I'm pretty sure.
Mm-hmm.
And basically limited time. But I would love to see him on the field more during passing downs. You know what I mean? When the obvious passing downs. But I don't know. We'll see. It'll be interesting to see what happens in the offseason with him. But
Millie Mills said, I'm gonna say it now. If we make the playoffs, I really feel as though we can upset someone, even with bum ass Ritter at quarterback. I believe we can too. Man, all he got to do is play as mediocre as he been playing without turning it over. That's it. He can still play is just the same way. Just don't make the 2-3 throws that get the other team the ball, and we'll win the game. But we can
yeah,
win in the playoffs. Like in the playoffs, time of possession is a real thing, and we can do that with our defense and,
yeah,
and our running game.
absolutely. Yeah, you can't, like we said, you can't live throwing 2 to 3 picks per game or fumbling it 2 to 3 times.
Mm-hmm.
Just whatever. That many turnovers a game, that's not going to cut it. So that's what you have to hope he just cuts down on. So, I mean, if you see 2 picks a game for the next 2 or 3 games, that might just be who he
Mm-hmm.
is. If that's the case,
Mm-hmm.
then we probably need to go check out somebody else. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Um, but we'll see. Like I said, that's what's just frustrating, because you see the good, and we'll wrap that up with the 22 with the stop. I mean, like, yeah, you see, it was still good and bad. It was a lot more good. I'll put it this way: it's a lot more good if you haven't seen it yet. A lot more good on the Saw 22 than we've seen. You definitely see just moments where you're like, okay, he can do this thing. He can make this throw.
Mm-hmm.
He's reading this better. Then you see moments where he's staring down a guy or throwing it like 7 yards at the end of the ground at Bijan's feet, but then he threads a needle, to Drake or whatever. And you're like, God damn it. Why is this so inconsistent? So that's what everybody just wants to see more consistency. That's all. I'm sure he wants to be more consistent. He's not trying to go out
Mm-hmm.
there and suck. But that's just what we actually we hope to see. And we're going to get into that with the Jets preview coming up. Jamal said, "Well, whoever wins our division, we play in the Cowboys." So yeah, that'll be fun. That'd be great for Mama Cottrell, man. And Jamal's
Most
definitely winnable. Yeah.
definitely. So here's my beef, and here's why I'll be frustrated. I love the Falcons defense. I mean, I love the Cowboys defense. It's my favorite defense in the NFL, like every year. But um, instead of them being a nightmare for us, we should absolutely be a nightmare for the Dallas defense. With everything we have, we should like when we go there, they should be like, nah, here we go. Like with now, this is gonna be a headache, and that's why I be frustrated because instead we thinking, oh God, with them, and they should be thinking like, man, how are we gonna scheme for this? Like, what?
Yeah.
Who? Oh goodness gracious, man, somebody should be losing sleep, and that's the frustrating part. Is because we can't do basic stuff. We can't take advantage of that. But
Mm-hmm.
Double J, what's the deal? First place Falcons. How about that three-headed monster in our running game? So beautiful to watch. I'm telling you. At first,
Yeah.
we was only talking about one. Then we was only talking about two. Now we talking about all three. You gotta love it.
Yeah, man. And you saw that too in the all 22. This the offensive line just mauling folks and moving people, and Bergeron doing just nasty work, and even Dahlman, who's gotten
Mm-hmm.
a bad rap. I mean, he was doing well. Freaking McGarry shoving guys out
Mm-hmm.
like literally off the field. I mean, it was just that was great, man. I mean, and that's going into this game against the Jets. It's looking like it's going to be about a 70% chance of rain, about 40s and 50s degree weather. So like
That's all type. That's
that's
just what I was just talking about. That's when you want it. Like, let's get busy.
yeah, you're gonna have to.
It's the perfect time of year to start using CP more. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's get busy, man. This is football weather. This is real
C-
football.
CP looks like he wants it, man. He's ready. He is ready.
Yeah. So
Um,
did Tyler. Tyler almost broke about 4 or 5
man,
runs. So did
Tyler's
Bijan. So that's
yeah.
what I say. I love them all.
Mhm.
Tyreek said the only way I can see us making the playoffs. Come on, man. If our defense score at least once or twice for us our last 6 games. Where I'm gonna be honest, that's very possible.
Yeah, you
Where
never
I
know, dude.
will to at least get us in position, like to get the
Mhm.
interception in, put us
Well,
in position.
looking at the Jets, man, just starting off with the injury report. Obviously, we know their biggest one, Aaron Rodgers, been out a year, but the dude actually practiced limited on Wednesday, which is insane. He's coming off a torn Achilles. I've never seen this before in life, so it's pretty wild to see him actually back on the field. But he did not participate today. I would be shocked if he played on Sunday. I just don't think it's just not smart. I mean, they're not in a playoff hunt at the moment. Why? Why would you risk going
Mhm.
out there and I mean, you can't simulate a game in practice. So
Mhm.
if he's about to take off running, like that's the last thing you want that thing to go again. So I just think there's no way he'll be out there. Israel Abanikanda, he did not. He's one of the running backs. If y'all didn't know, he's got illness, did not participate both days. Quincy Williams, really good linebacker, limited participant today. Billy Turner, offensive tackle, limited participant. Wes Schweitzer, we should all know from Falcons fame. He's been limited both days with a calf. Will McDonald was limited yesterday, but he was a full participant today. And that's one of those guys we have to watch off the edge because that dude is fast and athletic as hell.
Mhm.
And it makes me worry for McGarry if we're going to be throwing the ball. And then Brees Hall was limited on Wednesday and Thursday with a hamstring. And Brees Hall is a damn good running back. He obviously had the ACL last year, and I guess hamstring's acting up now. So, it'd be great not to have him at full, him at full throttle. And if y'all watched the game after Thanksgiving, it was ugly against the Dolphins. I mean, the Dolphins sacked Tim Boyle 7 times. He was 27 for 38 for 179 yards, threw 2 interceptions and a touchdown. They only ran the ball 10 times. They only had 10 rush attempts the entire game. Mainly
Mhm.
because they were down, for the most of
Yeah,
the
they was getting
but
their ass whooped.
they sure were. And by the way, have you watched? The Dolphins are doing the Hard Knocks in season?
In season.
Yeah, they're doing it in season. They did it last year with the
I, di-
Cardinals too, but
I didn't even know they did that. I gotta
dude,
watch it. Is it
Mike
good?
McDaniel. Yes, Mike
Yeah,
McDaniel is fucking hilarious. Like if
yeah.
he's
Our
that.
game is on there.
No Dolphins.
Oh, I'm thinking Cardinals. You said
Yeah, you're thinking
Dolphins.
Cardinals.
Okay,
Yeah,
okay.
the Cardinals were last year, but yeah, no,
Okay,
Dolphins.
Okay.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, like I said, Mike Daniel's hilarious. And then, I felt so bad during that. I mean, Jalen Phillips ACL went. No, not
Mhm.
ACL. His Achilles went during that game against the Jets. He's just was having a hell of a season. But that's a fun team. The Dolphins team is a fun team to
Mhm.
watch. And to think we had him in the building too, along with Shanahan and
Man,
whatever. That's fine.
that's what we
But
do.
yeah. So, but I mean, looking at it overall, dude, I mean, Tim Boyle being the starting quarterback, I mean, Brees not being 100%, they do obviously a Garrett Wilson, fantastic receiver, going to be lined up against, I would assume AJ, I hope AJ. Um, I don't know that they have enough firepower to really do anything against us. The biggest worry is their defense. I mean, like I said, their line, Quinnen Williams, the highest rated nose tackle in the league against the run. I mean, he's going to blow shit up all day long. And
Mm-hmm.
he's going to be going against Bergeron a lot because he lines up over there a lot. And as good a game as Bergeron had this last week, he's going to need to duplicate that this week. And I know that
Mm-hmm.
he can because it's going to be tough. Like I said, you're going up against one of the best. So that's a little scary. Looking at the two edges though, man, Huff and like I said earlier, Mike or McDonald. Those dudes, they're speedy, and we know Mr. McGarry can't really handle speed all that much. So that's a little bit of a worry. You look in the back in the corners, Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter the second, DJ Reed, Jordan Whitehead at safety, Tony Adams at safety, Adrian Amos is there as well, who Mr. Gray knows from Green Bay. So yeah, I mean, Jermaine Johnson coming off the edge. We didn't even talk about him from Florida State. Just he's been killing it. So it's a formidable line, man. So I mean, it's going to be we just can't be stupid. we just
Mm-hmm.
can't turn the
That's
ball. If we
it.
don't
Just be
if
simple, like
if
Smitty
we
said.
if we don't turn the ball over, we should be just fine. I
Mm-hmm.
don't see how this offense can get going. And I know the Dolphins have a pretty damn stout defense as well. But my God, man, if they can get 7 sacks, like at least give me like
Mm-hmm.
3. Give me 3 and a
Mm-hmm.
half. You know what I mean? Like we
Oh,
got
we
to be able to.
scheming. Oh, trust me, they scheming up. Oh, they sending something. Cause they noticed that too, and he like, oh, we gonna try to run the numbers. And he about to see everything. He gonna see. I'm telling you, they are scheming up something he never seen before.
I mean, I watched the game back on NFL Plus, and you see, I mean, Boyle, what I say, he had what 27 or 38. Yeah, a lot of those were just 5 yards, 6 yards, like check down. Like
Mm-hmm.
he's not taking chances. Or at least he wasn't during this game. I mean, Garrett Wilson was the biggest targeted. He was 7 receptions for 44 yards. He had the touchdown, but you weren't really seeing a whole lot of him testing the defense or whether he was just not comfortable or whatever. I mean, let's just not make him comfortable. That's the thing. Lorenzo Carter's. They asked him about the difference of it being Tim Boyle or Aaron Rodgers. He's like, man, we've let some lesser named quarterbacks have days against
Man,
us, so
yep.
we don't need to worry about who's playing. We just got to go play, and he's 100% right.
Mm-hmm.
Um, we let a dude who walked off a plane 5 days ago come beat us, and then
Mm-hmm.
we don't need to take anybody for granted for that matter. So yeah, I don't care who it is playing quarterback. We still got to play our game. And then tight ends wise, man, where we sometimes get beat. CJ Uzomah, really good tight end, came from Cincinnati up there. Tyler Conklin, which I think y'all
Mm-hmm.
familiar with him as well from Green Bay. Wasn't it Green Bay? Yeah, I think so. So we can't let those guys get loose, and that may that if we play more of those 3 safety sets, that may benefit that. We may see some Trey Flowers out there to help that out. But yeah, I mean, dude, Zach Wilson's listed 3rd now. It's Tim Boyle, Trevor Siemian, and Zach
That's
Wilson.
a
Damn.
damn shame. Damn, Zach. Hope it was fun while it lasted.
Yeah, man. And then Dalvin Cook backing up
Your
Brees
girl
Hall.
gonna leave you.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. But yeah, like I said, and if it's going to be a rainy game, I mean, let's just not be. Let's just run, man. If we
Mm-hmm.
can and we can, and as in listening to Locked On Falcons today with Aaron and dude that does Locked On Jets, his biggest worry was the ability for the Jets to tackle in space because he said the last few games they've had some rough times doing that. If that's the
Mm-hmm.
case, then somebody like Bijan or Tyler or CP for that matter, they should have a day. If that's the
Mm-hmm.
case, it's just a matter of our offensive line doing enough to get them yardage. If CP can get out there and Bijan can get out there and average 4 to 5 yards a pop, I mean, okay, just do
Mm-hmm.
that. Run some play action. We don't need to run anything crazy. Don't need to, like, what did Dave say? Like nobody's thinking it because it's stupid. Like, yeah, just like
Mm-hmm.
don't worry about
He
calling
gonna be
crazy
like,
shit.
Man, let Koo throw it for 45 yards like a bomb to Kyle Pitts. Like, why, dog? Why? Just
Oh,
man, Arthur Smith a wild dude. He
he
get
really is.
creative in the dumbest of ways.
And yeah, I know. And then, but also on their defense, I mentioned the two linebackers, C.J. Mosley. Man, he's everywhere for them. Another Bama guy. 14 total tackles last week, 9 solo. And then, like I said, Quincy Williams, who's Quinn's brother. I mean, both those guys, they're kind of all over the place too, and
He's
they'll make
underrated. Yeah.
very underrated, and they will make some
Mhm.
plays. Um, so I just overall a talented defense. I am sure they are tired of getting beat up all year long because they it's frustrating for them because they have such good talent on that side of the ball. They're just obviously missing their quarterback, which has been this the crux of their entire season. I mean, they're 4-7. They're not that much different than us. They're one, right? I mean, they're 2-4 at home. We're not super good on the road. Desmond's not been super good on the road. So it's going to be a challenge either way. We're going to have to figure it out. Uh, I just don't want to see. I don't want to see them get off to a quick start. You know what I mean? Like I
Mhm.
want us to. We need to score first, put the pressure on them, and if we can by chance get a 7-10 point lead, just run the clock. Run some more, and then run some more after that. Like just
Mhm.
it's going. I don't see this being a very high scoring game because neither offense has been great this year. We know that. So
Yeah.
this is going to be one of them games, I think. But what do you think of the score, buddy?
Uh, I'm gonna go 18-14 Falcons.
18-14. I
Yeah.
like it. I'll go 17-10.
So similar. Yeah. See. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't see us going. I don't see either team going over 20. To be honest, I mean, if it
Mhm.
not with the weather, not with the way both defenses have been playing. I mean, I know, like I said, we gave up a lot of yards last week, but the guys they they made it count, or they played when it counted. So I mean,
Mhm.
I I just can't see Tim Boyle like going up and down the field on us.
Yeah.
Like, please
Dog, I'm
don't.
gonna be
Like, please
honest.
don't let it
I
happen.
want to say that so bad, John, but they're the Falcons got a funny way of being like, what you
I
say,
know,
Mike?
dude.
What you say, John? Like, and Tim Boyle. I keep forgetting the dude's name. Who's the dude for Carolina that pissed me off, John? That when I said
Sam
not this
Darnold.
dude, who?
Sam Darnold. Sam Darnold.
Sam Donald. I think Sam Donald is one of the worst quarterbacks ever. And what Sam Donald did, Sam
Uh,
Donald looked like Drew Brees mixed with Joe Montana mixed with Pat Mahomes, and it was infuriating. And we have a crazy habit of doing that. So I really can't put it past us. I just hope that we outscore them or we can outrun them. I will not put it past us that he throw for 947 yards and 7 touchdowns against the Falcons. I just hope that we throw for 948 and 8 touchdowns.
I hope not, dude. I really hope not.
TJ said the only way I can see us making the playoffs, well, that might happen.
Oh yeah, that's
Jesse,
right.
leave
Yeah,
that up
yeah.
to Jesse. Give him a like a bonus if he scored a certain amount. Bergeron got me feeling like a proud father. Go ahead, Rook. Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. He's living up to that pick for sure. What's going on,
Johnny said,
Johnny?
"What's happening out of your Falcon mind? I'm late to the show now.
It's
Let's
all
get
good.
this win in. Let's get this win on the road in the elements, rain, sleet, snow. Run the ball all three phases, smash mouth, consistent football. Rise up. That's what I'm saying.
Mhm.
Let's take it back to the John Madden days. They opened a 21-day window, so it'll be 3 weeks before he can play. Okay. Yeah,
Yep, yep, yep.
let's take it back to that John Madden. Check out Terrence Mathis and William Brandon Bird Talk
Watch him every
show
week.
analysis perspectives on the Falcons. Terrence Mathis was a bad man, dog.
I mean, watch those guys
Terrence
every
Mathis
week.
was something else. Millie Mills said, F the Jets. Yeah, Millie. Yeah, their defense good or whatever. But so is our running. Yeah. Tell the Jets to eat their masties this week because we coming. Eat your masties this week. Yeah, Millie, I love it. Fill your boots this week because we coming. Y'all know we running. Try to stop it. Eat your
Love it.
masties. I'm gonna tell. I can't wait to tell somebody that in real life.
That should be a
I'm a
damn. That
post
should
it.
be a T-shirt. Eat your mashies.
Yeah, eat your masties. Uncle Steve, what's going
Hey,
on?
Steve, what's up, buddy?
My
Good to see you,
man.
brother. Yeah, make sure y'all check out Uncle Steve and drop that man a sub
Gotta
because he
check
puts
out my
on
man Uncle Steve.
some fantastic shows every week.
Eat your mashies. My man Dan Mans. I swear Arthur Smith better not get cute with the
I
Jets
know,
defense.
dude.
Oh, he better not, because they have a pick six. We can't
Yes.
underestimate them. Just run down their throats with the three-headed monster. Yep. Run down their throats. And when they do play action once in a while.
Yeah,
And run with Ritter.
yeah, they asked Des about his relationship with Sauce, and like how that, obviously playing with him for
Mm-hmm.
3 years at Cincinnati, like, is that going to help him? And he's like, well, yeah, of course it helps. It helps more than not playing with him, understanding kind of, what he's good at, what he's not good at. But the problem is he's good at quite a few things. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
he can share with Drake, he can share with the whole wide receiver room, where he maybe can be vulnerable. But he can be physical, but I mean, Drake should be more physical than any corner he goes up against. You know what I mean? Like he's 6'5" and like a big dude. Like he
Mm-hmm.
should out physical anybody. So, but I don't know. I mean, like Des going against him in practice for those 3 years. Like he knows what he's capable of. He knows what his closing speed is, and like how Dion used to bait you. He'd
Oh
be he'd be
man.
playing off, and like he'd bait the quarterback, and all of a sudden his closing speed was just
Mm-hmm.
stupid. Like I mean, not that like the Sauce is like that, but
Mm-hmm.
he may do similar type stuff. So if Des is aware of that, okay, cool. Don't throw those balls. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? Like don't, if you think that he's gonna possibly pick this thing, maybe
Yeah.
not. But
But I feel like I have to say this again and again, but I feel like I have to apologize to Drake London because all last year, man, I just said I won't be the one to slow up the train, but I never liked Drake London. I always thought like, dog, in today's NFL, bro, you kind of slow, you can't get separation. I didn't get it. I'm like, why would we get this dude? And I'm gonna be honest. I've been watching football for a long time, and every game, if there's one Falcon that make me a bigger fan, every game is Drake London. Cause the one thing that y'all didn't understand, the reason why I love Matt Ryan is I feel like he's like the toughest white man who done ever lived. Like he like Bruce Willis, but he a Falcon, right? You know what I'm saying? Um, and I feel just the same about him. Like it's dog. That is insane, dog. It's just man.
I mean, he's got that crazy in him too. So like
Yeah.
he'll talk shit. He'll go nose to nose with anybody. Like he doesn't care either, which is great. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, you need to have that on both sides of the ball, man. Oh, I missed.
Yeah, I love it. My man Steve said, I think the
Yeah,
ring.
sorry, I
Uh,
missed Johnny there.
Johnny said, I wish Arthur Smith utilized Scotty Miller, Kyle Pitts more with the mixed matchups, all the playmakers. Yeah. Remember in the playoffs, it's win or go home. Yeah.
Yep.
Man, at least to space it out, right?
Right.
Steve said, I think the run game finally has turned back to dominance, which really will be the biggest trajectory changer. Yes. We all thought we have a dominant rushing attack, but that hasn't been the case yet. That'll help Desmond more than coaching
Oh man,
and anything else.
big time. And that's yeah. If the break is all they needed to kind of reset and like
Mhm.
really be challenged, or have the coaches or whoever it was challenge them in their practice to go out there and maul folks and be the guys that they were supposed to be, then great. I mean, that's what we need. That's like what you said. They'll help your quarterback out more than anything.
Mhm.
Um,
Donnie said special teams and field position will be key in this game. Yeah.
yeah, I'll take Koo all day long, and Pinion too, man. I mean, if
Uh,
we make them go on long fields, I'll take it.
yeah. And the reason, I mean, I would say Sauce like gonna give it to Drake, but Drake just I've never seen like I'm never going against Drake when they throw like I said, if it's whoever else you play in the NFL, it's called a 50-50 ball. Don't you ever disrespect Drake London by calling it that when he get thrown it. It's an 80-20 ball when we talk about Drake. That got it. That cannot be called the same. And that's why I love him now. I'm like, dog, I was hating on you a little bit secretly in my heart. So I always want to say apologize. I was hating on that dude. I'm like, man, this slow dude don't get no separation. He is an animal. And when he
Hmm.
catch that ball when you need him the most, he gonna make the tough catch.
This is a great point here about demands too. He said the Falcons defense is better front, better have a field day with the Jets O line. Their guards are light. Yep, Ebiketie, Onyemata, Ellis Dupree should give Boyle headaches, and he really should. I mean, like we
Mm-hmm.
say it all the time about our, we should dominate this line
Mm-hmm.
because this guy's a rookie and this guy just woke up yesterday and
Mm-hmm.
joined the team, and like
Mm-hmm.
that never happens. We've got to take advantage of that sometimes. Like we've got to, like last week, Ramsey comes out of the game for the Saints immediately. AK gets a sack. Like
Mm-hmm.
you gotta take advantage of that. Like, and he's right. Their offensive line's been piss poor. So I mean, our guys, regardless of having no Grady, the guys who do have better go out there and get some.
Mm-hmm. MW said defense should get a minimum of 3 takeaways
I
against
would
the
love it.
Jets offense. I mean, I say 3. We should get at least 3 sacks and at least 2 takeaways. Jamal said 21-10 Falcons.
Yeah, I mean they got.
But we
I
just
could,
can't match that ourselves with giving them the same thing. That's the only thing.
right, right.
MW said 17-6 Falcons. That's a very realistic one. That may happen. Millie Mills, but Tim Boyle isn't, man. His name Tim Boyle. I hate even saying. Every time I see it
No,
on the
he's
screen,
not
I
a
be
threat
like,
at all.
damn, he can't do this to us. But Tim Boyle isn't the main threat. I think Brees breaks one on us. Dude been quiet the past couple of weeks, so I'm gonna say 17-14. Cool with another walk off. Yeah, Brees gonna be the problem.
I can see that too. Just yeah,
Brees gonna be the
I don't.
problem.
Yeah, and I don't know how healthy his hamstring is. I don't know if it's just like a nagging thing or if it's something that's really bothering him. But if it's bad, then I'm not going to be upset about it.
Johnny
Johnny R
said
said 27.
27-17 ATL.
Dude, if we put up 27, I'll be ecstatic.
Steve said, I am firmly out of my Falcon mind, man. I think we're going to win at least 10 games and Dez is going to turn it up. Yeah, it's very possible he could catch. Steve said, this the shit winning against the Saints does. So I'm telling you, man, that's why I really do commend them for doing that concert. I think that's perfect timing for the stadium, the fans, the team, because they went
Definitely.
into that with some extra angst. And you could tell that the offensive line had it and the running backs had it. And then that just infected the other team. Like I said on the last show, I got to say it again. I'm so proud of the team because a lot of those players are younger players and they new to be Atlanta Falcons. And they played like they knew what that shit meant. Like they was here for every one of them. And I'm like, I know what it mean to us, but I don't expect it to mean that to you because you just got here. And they play like it meant what the same it meant to them to me. Like, you know what I'm saying? The same. So I was like,
Mm-hmm.
damn. And that's why I was proud of the defense because I was like, man, they playing like I would play if I was that size. And like I would get killed, but I got it in my heart. Okay. If my body was matching my heart, I would do it. But man, I love the way that was the most important thing to me. I'm like, them boys is if you was ever gonna do this, if you ever gonna rough a team and be dominant and really have a taunting call, let's get it against the Saints. And that's why I was super proud of the whole team, man.
Hell yeah.
And that's why I said, if you like Desmond or not, he beat the Saints, man.
Yep. It's Kerry said Falcons 23, Jets 13. Let's go W. I'd be down with
Yes,
that too.
sir. Millie
Good
Mills
call,
said
Millie.
Drake reminds me of Michael Pittman.
I
Not
like
Mike.
that.
Yeah, that's a better one. Yeah.
I like that.
Parker is ready. Drake has just I
Yeah.
just never yeah. So we should it's like a basketball block out, like every time. Like that's what it's so amazing to see. He said we should be smooth and on the run blocks. Yeah.
Parker Hesse is a professional blocker, man. This is what
Yes,
he
he
does.
is.
Yeah, I'm good with it either way.
Or maybe no, Kerry, don't you pick twice. You hold on. Hey. You gotta put your hand in the cookie jar. Yeah, leave that oatmeal raisin. You already had one. You can't pick twice, Curry. Pick one score. DB and then report. Rise up, fam. That's right. Believe in. I really was. I was secretly hating on him. I ain't gonna lie. I really was. And that dude is something
I
else.
hope not,
Ritter
buddy.
itching for a turnover.
Let's hope
Hey
not.
dog,
Let's hope not.
you man, remember when Roddy got kind of older, he couldn't get separation no more, but he had sure hands. I felt like he started off like that. So I was like, dog, like, but he is not Roddy White washed. I mean, I won't say washed up, but in his latter years.
Mm-hmm.
Steve said Dez to Drake is a legit connection. It really is.
It is,
They've
man.
had a 1-2 or amazing plays the game, usually when we need them most. I mean, it ain't Matty to Julio, but it's damn good. Oblivion said 28-10 Falcons. Blue Dog said solid game. Walk off. So, all right, now that's
Man,
what I want.
if
That's
we
what I
only
want.
allowed 3, man, that'd be amazing. Our defense would be so pumped. I don't care who's
You
playing
said give
quarterback.
my guys some credit. Every game winning drive Dez has had, people start talking about how, man, he's gonna turn it over again, but ain't said shit when he throws the TD to Bijan. Hey, now I'm gonna tell you
There you
something.
go.
Steve been holding that in for 40 days and 40 nights. So you got to give him that. You got to give him that. Curry, no, you can't
Hilarious.
keep that open race. Bubba Gump, 29. Bubba Gump say we get into the 20s. Okay.
I love it.
Des deserves his criticism, but man, some of y'all need to chill. Yes.
Yep.
Like
Yeah,
John
I
said,
agree, man.
it's so annoying because he do both. So you can uh I'm gonna tell you what was the funniest thing about the all 22 that y'all would notice. John loved Desmond Ritter. John loves Desmond Ritter. I'm gonna tell you, it's gonna become clear to you. But here's the thing. John is John wants him to win so bad
Of course.
that John can point out, like, dog, look at what he does. But then John is fair enough to be like, now also watch this.
Right.
And that
Yeah.
is the frustrating part. Is like John want him to win, and we want him to win. And Drake, and Dez does improve from week to week, and Dez makes some throws. You be like, oh, whoa, whoa, Dez makes some throws, make you get up. But then Dez on that very same drive, he'll do something to have you like, dog, call the plug. Call the plug and ask him if he got some drugs, and I'll be down there later. Like Dez will stress you. But like I said, that is kind of part of a rookie quarterback. You gotta kind of understand he's still a rookie
Yeah.
quarterback.
Yeah. And that's the thing, man. It's like, you know, people talk about how long it took Josh Allen, how long it, took Jalen Hurts and stuff like that. And yeah, the skill sets of those guys are a little bit different, but
Mm-hmm.
and the round he's drafted and gets brought up because that's like we've talked about before, right? 9% chance of him starting
Mm-hmm.
and being a legitimate starter in the league, that's from a third or later round. So it's not like it's I mean, people have a right to be concerned because it's just,
Mm-hmm.
like if you're going to bet your entire mortgage on him being starter for the, that's not smart. You know what I mean? It's just not, you're not making a smart numbers decision at that point.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, of course. I mean, yeah, I absolutely want. I want him to do because what it would do for this team if he can
Mm-hmm.
not turn the ball over and keep progressing, dude. We don't have to
Mm-hmm.
go get whatever you want in the draft. Go pick BPA. Go in the offseason. Go get whatever pass rusher you want. Whatever you want to upgrade. You can go upgrade all that. And you got to worry about a QB. You know what I mean? Like that's why I want him to do. That's why I want him to succeed. But I'll never let it get past like, okay, dude, if you're turning the ball over 2 or 3 times a game the rest of the
Mm-hmm.
season, we can't do this. You got to go. Like,
Mm-hmm.
it'll never be that. Like, I'm not like, I'm not like Matt Ryan. I mean, I'm not on,
Mm-hmm.
like that's our
Yeah,
prejudice right there. Like, like I'll
but
tell you, but
but I think y'all gotta understand, man. We always like I'm not a fan of Desmond Ritter, but I want him to win so bad, and I think it's very possible that it just clicked one week.
maybe.
That just the things clicking, and because all he got to do is stop them one or two bonehead plays, then he'll be looking like, okay, maybe. So that's why I said that's very possible that he can do that. That he can
And
tweak
it's,
that.
yeah, and it's a combination of like the coaching as well, setting him up for success and
Yeah,
doing a little bit better job of that. And I'm not saying like
per
hold his
game.
hand.
It's very,
I'm not,
that's so possible.
yeah, and I'm not saying like hold his hand and stuff like that. Just don't put him in bad situations or like
Mm-hmm.
situations where maybe in the past you've seen him make a mistake or, you know, and what was cool about this last game was seeing the throws he didn't take as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's a few throws like, and I know y'all probably saw it if you watched it, the one Drake in the flat, he pumped it.
Mm-hmm.
He would have thrown that ball in week 2 or week
Mm-hmm.
3, and that would have been a pick six all day long because the corner jumped the route and he had the inside leverage and he almost threw that damn thing and that would have been a pick six, but he didn't. He saw him, pumped it, went back around, and I think he scrambled on
Mm-hmm.
that play. I think and then getting positive yards. So he a lot of good little things in there. Like he just has to build on. And so if he can get a little bit of help from his coach and a little bit of help, just more reps and
Some,
him not making some just don't like the the
mm-hmm.
the, the interception to Jefferson. Like, dude, you have got Scotty on that curl like all day long.
Mm-hmm.
Like he was wide ass. I mean, he beat his man. put it on him, he's got it. I don't know why he went to Jefferson on that. I have no idea.
Mm-hmm.
Just that's what I'm talking about. You can't make that decision. You know what I mean? And then
Mm-hmm.
on that top of it, throw a bad ball. Like if you were throwing back shoulder, that was terrible because it was way
Mm-hmm.
inside.
Yeah.
You know, and then like you said earlier, like in that game, you threads a needle to I think it was Drake, and then a couple plays later, like
That
literally a
was
seven.
unreal. That was
Then literally
unreal.
right, and then literally 7 yards to Bijan. He's hitting him in the ankles.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck? How can you do that?
So
Like, how's that
you couldn't
possible?
hit the easy one. Yep. So
So
that's what I'm saying, Young. You just got to be consistent. Liam is in the
Liam's
chat. I think he on the walk,
he's
but he in
somewhere
the
around
chat.
here. He may they might be fixing dinner too. I'm not even sure. It's possible. He was here though.
John Bates is him. And the defense, it looks like it's building chemistry, just cut down on explosive plays. Yeah. Man, I can't believe we got a good defense. I'm still it's like somebody that's fat who done got in shape and you just stare at your body every day in the mirror. I can't believe that we got a good defense. I'm not being funny. I wake up every day and be like, we really got a defense. I can't. The Falcons got a good defense that you got to be scared of every week. I don't even
Mm.
remember that since I was a kid, maybe. When T.I.'s son King said, I
What up,
stand on
Ghost?
business. Oh, that's hilarious. That's when I knew the Swampers had no snowball chance in the fireplace. Leaders of the NFC South. Yes,
Let's
sir.
go, Ghost. Let's go.
There's like that show called You Want to Show Off, but it keeps skipping. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
man.
telling you, but he can.
I know,
The
dude.
family feud in the skybox with King was crazy. Yeah.
That's a whole other problem. Yeah, it's a whole
John,
other
we need
problem
a
there going on.
Jared verse from
I'm down.
FSU. Greatest school ever. I love Florida State. That's the pass rush we need. Or Joe Alt out of Notre Dame to replace Jake in a year or two.
I'm down both of those, man. I would take that all day long.
DBN said, y'all stay dressed and fly.
Thank you.
Let us get those clothes off, y'all fam. We aren't fans of theirs either. Not hoping for his downfall though. That though, but needs more developed time. Now that's where everybody should. To me, I'm not your boss or nothing, but that's where I be feeling like everybody should be like. We not fans either, but we not hoping for his downfall. I hope I'm I'm not a fan because he fucking up. But I know, damn, he's so close to not fucking up. I hope he stop fucking up and he get it together. I would never hope he tank it or hope he struggle or hope he don't get it together. That would be insane. I want to make the playoffs and the Super Bowl and, like John said, have a cost-effective quarterback for a few years so we could build the rest of it. That's best case scenario. To
Dude,
not want that,
absolutely.
I don't know what you would want.
Yeah, if you
Oblivion said the owner of the Dallas, Jerry Jones, was talking to Dion. That's what I would want, to be honest. Just from, I'm not sure how good it would do on a football level, but I know what it would mean for the state of Georgia, and I'm a party animal. Like I know it would light the city up. All the
it'd
artists,
be fucking crazy.
it
Yeah.
would bring so many parties and strippers and jobs and articles and content and excitement and ticket sales and jerseys and events. Like it would just that is my vote, to be
Man,
honest. But I'm not sure
Colorado
how
came
realistic that is. I'm not even sure if
well,
that's possible.
Colorado
Is it,
came back.
John? Is that possible? Is that even a thing?
I don't know. I mean, Colorado came back down to earth really quickly this year. They the little hot start they got off on. They lost like their last 6, 7 games, something like that. I
Oh,
mean, like it. I
okay,
mean,
okay.
but I mean, his entire team was basically built of transfers that came in for him. You know what I mean? So,
Mm-hmm,
and he said earlier, I think he said maybe second game, third game. He's like, if y'all going to get us this year, because we coming.
mm-hmm,
You know, so like I'm sure like, he's going to get more recruits and he's going to get more
mm-hmm.
transfers, and that program will keep building. But I don't know. I don't know if his style would translate to NFL. It might, but you know, like he's definitely got the college kids is right up his alley, like because he
Yeah.
can all the speeches, all the one
Mm-hmm.
whatever he wants to say, they're gonna eat that
You
shit
have
up.
Lil Wayne at halftime. Imagine us having Lil Wayne at halftime.
But you know, when you're speaking to grown ass men that
Yeah.
been there, like I don't know that some of the stuff would go. I mean, I love Dion to death, but
Mm-hmm,
he'll probably have to just prove it a little bit more at the college level before I
mm-hmm.
think he gets a shot at NFL. But you never know. Oh, and
Steve
Bubba
said,
Gump,
if
yeah,
you
yeah. Most of the offense is so close to aggravated.
that
Yeah, dude.
dog, it's
Yeah, dude.
yeah. Steve said, if you always swing negative on young guys, you're gonna be batting a high average compared to the the optimistics. A guy failing the standard, especially QBs, but people victory lap like the geniuses. Yeah.
Yeah, especially on
Tyreek
Twitter, man.
Johnson. I want to see at
Especially.
least 3 or 4 sacks.
Yep,
We
I'm
should get
with
at
you.
least three. You are the
I'm with you.
boss, fam. LAJ, thanks for your time doing that 22. Yes, sir. Your work is
Hey, man,
amazing. Thank you.
much appreciate that, dude. Much appreciate that. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it takes some time, but I'm glad y'all
She
like
said
it, man.
this QB class ain't bad. If we need to replace him, though. May Williams are the top two, but Daniels McCarthy may be in our range if Diz doesn't show enough. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Blue Dog, did y'all just see Prescott blow it in the red zone?
No, about to go
And
watch it, though. Good to hear. Good to
back is
hear.
something else. LAJ said crazy. I ordered that beanie that Mike has on, that hoodie, but in black and gray. I'm trying to tell you, dog. Man, I got me a mean little zip up joint too. I'm telling you, you had to get it on Black Friday and all that. And this thing
Mhm.
is the warmest hat I've ever had. I wore. I be wearing it in the house. Curry said Mike found his way to sneak strippers into the show. I have to do it every show. It's like, man, oh my God, I killed Kenny on South Park. I do it
Yeah.
once a show. Prime kids are Falcons, not cowgirls. Yes,
There you
sir.
go.
TJ said, bring in Matt Ryan. Dog, that's my dream for QB coach. I'm telling you, you will see it. It will go or do work in the booth. Just man, let him be the quarterback coach. You will see
They
some shit. It'd be
I was
perfect
saying,
for Desmond Ritter, dog.
oh, I would love it.
Perfect for Desmond Ritter.
I would love it, but if I'm Matt Ryan, I'm not doing that.
Why not?
I got $200 million. I got 3 little
Yeah,
kids at home.
yeah,
I ain't got time to deal with fucking quarterback for
yeah. That's
$1,000,000 when
yeah.
I can go broadcast games. I mean,
For way more money.
maybe
Yeah.
now maybe when you get older, he may wanna get I don't know, like, he may
Hmm.
wanna get in coach, but if I'm him, I'm like, "Hell no, I'm staying in the
Hell
booth. I
no.
got this cushy ass job. I got
Yeah.
my I got, what, the 2 cubes and the baby right now at
Hmm.
home, so
Yeah. No,
as much
his family. I get the biggest kick out of his family when they post pictures.
oh, they're hilarious, man.
They are hilarious. Yeah. Matt Ryan for
Um,
QB coach. I just want to see him always involved with the organization. I believe that he should I be meaning that when I say I feel like he should get a ring. He should always be um like
like
he's a
honorary type
staple. I
deal.
don't know what other quarter. It's like Emmitt Smith is a Cowboy to me. I don't care. He played Arizona. He helped build the Cowboys. So if y'all ever having a party, he should be invited. He shouldn't have to pay for nothing. That's how I feel, and
Man, he
that's how I feel
looks
about Matt Ryan. Like Matt Ryan is, he shouldn't have to pay for nothing. His parking should be free. His car washes should be free. Like it's Matt Ryan. Like he kind of built the team. He carried the team for a long time on his back.
man,
Steve
Emmett
said, "I
looks
got to get out of here. Rise up." Thank you,
yeah,
Steve, for
buddy.
coming
Hey,
through.
thanks for coming in. Yeah,
Bears
buddy.
going for 2 touchdowns and no turnover Sunday en route to a 24-10. We kings of the NFC shit mountain. I'm
It
gonna
is
tell
shit.
you, Steve. I don't think Steve has ever cussed on our show, so this was like a volcano erupting that I knew would happen up about Dez eventually, because
Steve,
he's a big fan of Dez, and he sat fairly quietly while y'all dragged him. So the fact that he just beat the Saints, oh, he talks shit this week, and I
hey,
love it.
Steve, we gotta get you back on at some point too, buddy, whenever
Thank you,
your schedule
Steve. Thank
lines
you so
up,
much,
because
buddy.
the man's in the Coast Guard, so give him his props. He's out there
Yeah,
doing
give
work.
him his props.
So,
Shout out to the Coast Guard. He just
uh,
did that golf league with Arthur Smith. Who did golf league with Arthur Smith?
was
That's
it Ryan?
hilarious.
Matt? I don't
Matt
even know.
Ryan did. Oh, that's
I don't
hilarious.
know. I don't know. Possibly. I could be
I
off.
said that to say who's scared of facing them Cowboys, and I'm telling you, we should not. That is the. I'm not saying we. That is a fair matchup. That is not something that we should be like, oh God, that is a fair matchup if we playing. Man, that I'm being honest, man. And
To
I
the
know
level
I
that we
sound
should be
crazy.
playing
I
at.
know I sound insane to half of y'all, but that is a fair matchup, man.
If we play to our ability, man, that's just
Yes.
it. If we
Okay.
play up to our
That was great.
abilities.
The word I was trying to word it that if we play into our ability, that is a fair. I'm not saying we could crush them. That is a fair matchup if we play into our ability. Matt Ryan did a
It's
golf
awesome.
league. That is hilarious. Matt Ryan is an old white man already. He is hilarious. I love Matt Ryan. He's the most boring, vanilla.
Love it.
He's hilarious.
All right, buddy. You want to get the underrated, overrated? We haven't done this in about a
We
month.
haven't done this in a while. So okay, I'll go.
Let's go.
Underrated. John put me on to this. Man, I went there and got two yesterday. The cranberry bliss bar at Starbucks. This thing is like $4, and it's just a small triangle,
I'm
and it's a
probably
ripoff. Oh, it's a ripoff, but it's not a ripoff because this thing tastes so good that I had to stop going. I'm gonna tell you something Curry said one day that almost made me cry tears. I asked her to try the pumpkin muffin, and she tried the pumpkin muffin, and I said, "What would you rate it from 1 to 10?" She said a 9. Now I had the pumpkin muffin. If you had the pumpkin muffin, you thinking like, wait a minute, what would be the 9 instead of a 10? Like, why would it? So I asked Curry that, like, how come you didn't give it a 10? And she said, because it's too small, like you eat it too fast. And I'm saying that is the draw. That's the only drawback. It goes too fast. The cranberry bliss bar is really small, but I'm gonna tell you, man, it's about $3.50. It is worth the money. Just go get it. Starbucks cranberry bliss bar. I got 2 yesterday, which is a bit much. So I probably should stick with 1, but 1 seems too small. It's that good.
We know what Amanda got the recipe. Like she can make those.
She said hers taste just the same.
Dude, they're
That is
amazing.
amazing. That
Yeah.
is those taste really good.
So I'm probably single-handedly alone responsible for your like blood sugar going up
Oh,
the
dog,
last
I'm
3
gonna tell
months of
you,
this
John.
year.
I'm not even being funny. I'm not even being funny. I don't eat no type of desserts or snacks. So when you say
Yes.
try something, it
That's my bad,
triggered me
dude.
to be like, oh, I should get some Skittles. So I really blame you. Like
Hey,
I wasn't eating no muffins and pies and cakes. That's really you, buddy. So
it's
if I
putting that weight
lose
on
a
you, man.
toe, if I ever do this show with 9 toes, buddy, is your
But hey, man,
but
but
it
I
is really, I
did,
mean, it is, but you haven't missed that pumpkin muffin. Why is the pumpkin muffin gone already?
because it's Christmas time. On the cranberry bliss, man. That's how
Okay,
they do it.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
But I did give you some like chocolate. How was the brownie protein? How was it? Did you have
oh
it yet?
man, I didn't. It had no adverse reaction. I meant to tell you that. I'm surprised it did. Yeah, no adverse reaction. I was scared to death, but it no adverse reaction. So I'm gonna be
Love
ordering
it.
that. Yep.
Love it. That was
So,
if anybody that's curious, that's Pro Gym, the natural Pro Gym
mhm,
chocolate brownie. It's fantastic protein. Yeah. All right, buddy. So I'll go underrated man. Mr. Koo, our kicker. Damn it. I don't think he gets
mm,
enough props around the league. The man is now past Justin Tucker. Like I said, 90% all time accuracy. Now Justin Tucker's played, I think, 5-6 years longer than
mhm,
Koo so far. We'll see how that ends up. But um, like you just don't have any worry, dude. Like you don't like it's just like you don't even there's like
none.
when he comes out, it's just like, oh, he's gonna make this. It doesn't matter
Yep.
what the distance is or what
Yep.
the weather is like. It's just you just feel confident he's gonna make it. And even when he doesn't, you're just like, all right, well, you're gonna
Mhm,
miss every now and then he makes the
yeah.
next 35. You know what I mean? It's
Mhm,
just that I just think he doesn't get the prop, and part of it's because he's on the Falcons. But
mhm.
I mean, you know,
Here it is. I got one. So I just did underrated. I'm gonna do overrated. Kerry said, for real, that pumpkin muffin is amazing, right? Hot, warmed up. Cranberry
mhm.
Bliss bar is good too. I got Starbucks tonight, and the barista gave me my drink for free because she said I was nice to her. That goes a long way, right? Made my night. Yeah, that's awesome. You drinking coffee at nighttime, Kerry? What you doing? You gotta,
She's on my schedule. It's great.
yeah, yeah. You on John status?
He
I'm
was
gonna say,
look, man,
what?
you were when you were at our house on Thanksgiving, and you were like, I think you told Liam, like, because I was drinking coffee and yawning. You were like, "What the fuck is wrong with him? Like, well, how are
Yeah,
you?" Like,
John
what?
was drinking coffee and yawning. I said, dog, this something to see, boy.
Uh,
um, I would go overrated. I feel like it's competition. I would say that. And the reason why I say that is because even if the competition is friendly, if we competing, even if it's friendly, I can't be as happy for you as I want to be when you gain on me or when you do something good. So if I was trying to outdo you and you did something good or you made a significant jump, I wouldn't be as proud. I wouldn't be genuinely proud because I feel like you was gaining on me or I was losing. Oh man, I'm not now. He's shitting on me or something. So that's why I kind of tend to not do that. I don't feel like people should be competing uh, because of that very reason. Because you can't be happy for somebody when they do good. If you really compete, you have to be mad, like kinda, like you got
yep.
to be like, damn, he outdid me or that. So you can't be happy for your friends if you competing or your brothers or your teammates if you want to win. But if you just being yourself, if you just doing you, then you don't gotta worry about that. But that's why I say kind of overrated is competition because even friendly competition, I can't want you to win, and that's kind of not the way to be.
That's deep, buddy. I like that. I
Yeah,
like that. And Tyreek said, "Yeah, Captain Q's been carrying it since he got it." Yeah, man. Like
that
I
since we
said,
got it,
I said like it's like what 3 weeks ago when we were shitting the bed against the
we've
Cardinals
been
and
lucky
the
with kickers, man.
oh yeah, man, Money Matt, and then yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
but anyway, um, shit, what was I talking about? Oh yeah, with Koo, I was like, yeah, he's going to be our offensive player of the year because he
Hmm.
was scoring like half our points, literally half our points, which was not good. But all right, man, I'll go underrated. I'll go what I'll go being complimentary, man, underrated, because like that's kind of what going off of what Carrie said. Like you never know like what kind of day somebody's having or just if they're a colleague or if they work for you or whatever the case may be, man, just like saying, hey man, that's awesome, or hey, you did a great job on this,
Hmm.
or hey, you look really nice today, not in a weird way. You know what I'm talking about, like just
Hmm.
just stuff like that. I mean, that could make somebody's day, man, turn their day around. It may give them confidence to keep going doing something. And I'll just give you a quick example. And Liam, I don't know if you're still watching this or not, but so he plays bass in orchestra, right? And he's been debating on whether or not he's going to keep playing when he gets into high school. And I think he's good. And but I'm dad. Of course we're going to think he's good, and mom thinks he's good and everything. We had a concert at the high school, and it was sixth, seventh, eighth grade band or orchestras, and it had the Alatoona High School Orchestra, like their top orchestra. Like they have like different groups, and they have like their top
Hmm.
kids that play. So they were sitting right behind our guys, our kids, and Liam and playing bass, he's in the back. And one of the violinists, I believe, for that orchestra for the high school told Liam afterwards, he said, "You are so good. Please don't stop playing."
Hmm.
And that stuck with him. And he like that. It could be the reason he continues to play
Hmm.
because like that lady or that girl took the time just to say, hey, you're really good. Please don't stop playing. And I just think it's awesome, man. I think this is awesome.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Uh, Man, I'll go one last one for me. It's underrated is I'm gonna tell you something that I personally don't get, and I don't want to come off as being sensitive. I'm just telling you that I don't get it. I'm new to the internet. I don't understand. I'm just being genuine. Like I don't get why if I'm on Instagram or I'm on YouTube, I'm on TikTok, right? I'm scrolling and I see a person I know's channel. I just click the like button before I see the video because I'm like, oh, that's what's the name. So I click the like button, right? And because I feel like, and I could be wrong, but I feel like I'm helping him get money. Like I'm pushing my man. If I do this, he get money. So I don't even got to see the video. It could be a shitty video. He could have shit the bed. I click like before just and I don't I can't even comprehend, but I am new to I said, I know I'm probably wrong because I'm the only one that's standing on the side of the fence. But I was saying like it really don't make no sense to like uh because I used to do it. Like to be on somebody's page. It's people who do skits. I seen all their skits 3-4 times. I ain't like none of them. I've been watching them for 3 years. Like so, it's like, dog, you can't do that. Like that doesn't make sense. You gotta log in and like they shit, because otherwise it's weird energy. It's weird energy like that. You would go to somebody's page and watch something and then not like it. Cause I don't know why. Cause I don't never take it personal. I'm not
Mhm.
sensitive to it, but I do think like dog like that because I would like it. I'm just liking it because I fucking know you. I'm helping you get money. So I don't understand why people be like that. But man, dog, I like everything. It could be a fucking baby just doing nothing. I like a squirrel, like
That's
it,
a good one.
because I'd be like, yo, whoever page this is, I'm gonna help you go forward.
Yeah.
But I don't expect that. So that's what I'm saying. I'm not whining. I don't expect that from everybody else. It's just something I don't understand. Because I'm old as shit and I'm new to the internet. You know what I'm saying? But I'd be feeling like, yeah, I would like everybody. So, but I know I sound like Mary Poppins right now. I would like everybody's it's things if I could. So, but I would, you know what I'm saying? So I just thought that was funny. I wanted to share.
Yeah, that's funny, man. And Jamal said, "What's crazy is Kulo Key sucked as a Charger. He did. That might be the
Yeah,
only organization with less luck than they, dude. I know,
ice
man.
in the
We
same.
we text back and forth with the Bolt Bros a lot,
Yeah.
and those guys, man, they have been through it, man. Like just like we have.
Dog, I said this earlier, Dog, you're right. He said, I believe the NFL fans are underestimating these last 6 games. Ain't nobody safe. Teams start playing harder now towards the playoff push. I said, a team that y'all think gonna be the shit is gonna shit the bed. And the team that y'all think gonna be some shit is gonna take off and get it together. It happened every year. These
Yep.
last 6 games are gonna be something to watch. So that's
Watch
why I said Desmond Ritter could tweak it and get it together. It's very shit. Somebody got to do it. It could be us.
why not us?
DBN said, hit that like button, y'all.
Yes,
Yes, sir.
absolutely. Appreciate y'all. Yep.
Curry said, I was craving the coffee. I only drank half of it, saving the rest for the morning.
There you go.
Man, I would drink coffee all day if I could, but I would never
Yep.
go to sleep. Big Low just started a live. Looks like I'll be there sooner. Thank you, man. Thanks for
Yeah,
coming.
I'll have to
Shout out to
pop in
my
there.
man, Big Low.
Yeah, man, I'll have to pop into low too and see what's up with him. It's been a while since I spoke with him. All right, man. Well, I think that's good, buddy. We hit everything tonight. Covered everything. Did you have any? And unless the chat has any underrated, overrateds, which y'all are welcome to throw on the screen if you do, we're going to call it a night, I believe. And so Sunday, we didn't do the simulation, Madden simulation last week. We might try to do it this weekend if we can get up and be situated in time on time to do it, because we do sleep in on Sundays quite a bit. But we'll try to do that. But if not, man, we'll be back on Monday. And the thing is, Berto is going to be at the game, so he being in Rhode Island, he's going to the game. Of course, I think Uncle Steve's going up there as well. And I'm sure the whole Rise Up tour is going up there. Jack, all those guys are going to be up there. So Berto, we normally do every other week, but Berto's going to come back on with us on Monday since he was just at the game. So it'll be perfect. He's had all the experience of being there live. So we'll be able to talk to him about that. And so that'll be fun, man. So probably 7:00 on Monday should be our regular time. And we'll go through again. Hopefully, what's a win? Should be a win. Damn it! It's got to be a win. We can't lose the 10 Bowl. We just can't. It can't happen.
Not
can't
somebody named Tim Ball.
No, not gonna happen.
Hey, dog, but before we get out of here, I gotta say, again, when John sent me that picture with the numbers, I asked him like a few questions because I'm like, that can't be accurate. Like, what is that? And just to know that that is accurate over the span of 1 year, that is tremendous. And I think a lot of that, I could be wrong, I could be way off, but I think a lot of that come from y'all telling other people, like word of mouth, or you sharing a link, or you sharing a video of some sort, or you retweeting, and then the people on your page maybe getting to see it. So that is what that growth comes from. So that's what I'll be saying. Thank y'all so much when y'all like and share and do 5-star reviews. I never knew that stuff meant, and it really counted for something. But y'all push us forward with that, because every time you do it, some more people get to see us. And I think y'all was doing it where y'all left us those reviews and those 5-star, and y'all clicked those links and y'all shared those links, and y'all liked our video. So that growth is out. That 50% growth would have blown my mind. So when you talk about 519%, that sound like what is that? Like that don't even sound like that's like a error. So I cannot even believe that. So that come from y'all more than it come from me and John. So from the bottom of my heart, thank you, because we don't know how to do that. Like I don't know how to go viral. I don't know how to make Instagram grow. I just put out videos. I don't know how to do all of that. So we kind of rely on y'all to do that, and y'all have done a hell of a job doing that. Thank you.
It's funny. It actually showed me the how it's shared too. I'll have to send you that. It said how if it was shared through text or shared through direct links.
Oh,
it
that's
showed me
dope.
Yeah, I gotta find that. I'll show it to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, Jamal, appreciate that, buddy. He said, "Out of your Falcon mind, underrated." Appreciate that,
underrated,
man.
out of your Falcon mind. Thank
Let's
you,
go.
Jamal.
Kerry,
Curry, good night,
that.
Falcons fam. Curry, get that phone fixed. Hopefully
That's
everyone has a great weekend. Let's get this W. Jamal, Mike, you must be older than you look, buddy. You don't look older than man. I'm 28, dog.
That's
I'm 28.
beautiful. That's
You know what I'm
great.
saying?
You get like the early 30s, and I get like, oh, what are you, like 52?
Oh, like dog, I was with my man one day. He's the same age as me, and somebody asked him if he was dropping his son off, and I never let him forget it.
Holy
It was
shit!
the most funny shit ever.
I'll never
Yeah,
get that. I'll never get that. No, we're actually Jamal. We're the same
dog.
age.
But
We're both
hey,
41.
dog, I'm gonna tell you something, John. I mean this, man. I cannot wait until when my thing is all gray. I
Oh yeah,
cannot wait for it. Dog, I think I'm gonna look like James Bond. Then I'm gonna wear a suit.
that's gonna
I
look pretty
think
solid. Now,
I'm
do you
gonna
think
wear
I should?
cologne.
So you're saying I should not keep coloring this? I should just let it go?
You should let it go. Yeah, dog, it look great like that. I want mine. I can't wait till mine is. I feel I'm gonna look like who's the George Clooney. I'm gonna look like
There
George.
you
I
go.
want to look
There
like
you
George.
go.
I can't wait, man.
Jamal says 28. That'd be nice, man. 28 was a good
Yeah.
year. 28 is when we had Liam. That was a good year. That was Liam was 1 year old or just born. But anyway, guys, we appreciate y'all, man. We will see, like I said, Monday, 7 p.m. I didn't mention this, but look, this is one of the shakers that that y'all know. It's iceshaker.com. And I'll put the link in the description of the video. But these things are awesome, man. Like they will keep your drink cold. They fit in the car, in the, whatever, the cup holders. They have a rubber bottom, man. Like they have a shaker, like the little ball, like to shake up your pre-workout or whatever you want, protein, man. I got a couple of Falcons one. I got the black one and I got the white Falcons one. They have Hawks. They have all kinds of stuff. So I'll put the link in there if y'all want them to use the link. It'll help us out. So, but yeah, it's iceshaker.com. But anyway, guys, like I said, y'all can follow us on Twitter at Out of Your Effing Mind. If you're not already, go follow us over there. I think we're about almost 1,800 strong at this point. We're doing pretty solid work on Twitter, man. Out of Your Falcon Mind on Instagram, on TikTok. Again, you can email us like Jay did at atlfalconfancast@gmail.com. Jay, appreciate the questions, man.
Yes, sir.
And the email. And then just appreciate all the love, like Mike said, all the love on the listening on the podcast, all the love on YouTube, man, watching us. And that's why we're still doing it. If we weren't growing, we'd have stopped this shit a long time ago. But we enjoy doing it, man. So we appreciate all the love here on YouTube. And like I said, through the airwaves on whatever podcast platform you're listening to us on. And we're just going to keep going, man, and keep bringing it out for you guys. So hit the like button, hit the share button, subscribe button, 5-star reviews, all that good stuff. We greatly appreciate it because that will just keep us growing in the right direction. And I'll keep doing those 22s for the rest of the year. And then next year we'll see what that brings next year. But all I got, Mike. You got anything else, buddy?
That's it. Just thank y'all again. Out of Your Falcon Mind. Peace.